What are dividends? There's a lot to know about this key investment term. We will discuss some simple answers to some commonly asked questions today here on My Stash Journey. Hello YouTube, and welcome back to another episode of My Stash Journey, episode number 6, where today we will discuss dividends. Before we get started, I need to make a disclaimer stating that I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not giving financial advice, and anything discussed in today's video is for entertainment purposes only. Okay, so let's get started. What are dividends? A dividend is a distribution of a company's earnings. Say Coca-Cola makes a profit, and say you own shares of Coca-Cola. If those shares pay dividends, which not all do, you can get a certain amount of the profit the company distributes to its shareholders. That amount is determined by how many shares you have. This is called pro rata in financial speak, which just means proportional. Your share of the dividends is in proportion to how many shares you own. Dividends are almost always paid out in cash payments. Occasionally, additional shares of stock are issued, but it's usually cash. And these payments usually occur 4 times a year at the end of every quarter. Okay, next topic. What is dividend reinvestment? A dividend reinvestment is pretty much what it sounds like. You get a dividend payment, and rather than taking the cash and spending it, you reinvest those dividends back into your investment. Another reason reinvesting your dividends may be wiser than just cashing them out is that cash dividend payments tend to be affected more by inflation, whereas stock values can often increase at rates above inflation over time, though that's not necessarily guaranteed. Dividend reinvestment can be a great way to keep adding to your investments and keep your money working for you. All right, topic number 3, how are dividends taxed? Something to note, your stock dividends are not taxed until the investor liquidates their shares. This is why people may choose to reinvest their dividends rather than cash them out. By keeping the dividends in the market, they can avoid being taxed on that money. All right, topic number 4, how do I know if my investments pay dividends? One way to find out if a stock pays dividends is to go to a free research site such as Yahoo Finance and enter the ticker symbol, and the ticker symbol is a series of letters that represents the company being traded. So you enter that ticker symbol into the search bar. If it does pay a dividend, it will list the most recent dividend date and amount. When you invest on Stash, you can find information about dividends for every single stock and fund that Stash offers. And last but not least, what is dividend yield? This is a ratio that shows cash dividends relative to the stock's price, or translated, what you can expect to get back based on what you put into the stock. This is expressed as percentage. Your share of dividends is in proportion to how many shares you own. Yields are usually estimated based on the previous year's dividends payments, and payment schedules are set in advance, making them somewhat predictable. However, the dividend yield of a stock is directly affected by the price of a company's stock, so there's no crystal ball. No one can predict the future, but the historical price and dividend data can help us all better understand the yields of our stock. If you have any more questions on this topic, I recommend that you go to the Stash app and under search, there's a lot of different topics on there which will teach you about dividends, stocks versus ETFs, and so on and so on. I'm going to go and wrap up today's video. I appreciate you watching today. Hit subscribe, the like button, and also hit the notification bell for future videos about the Stash app and anything financial. Please hit the link below if you do not already have the Stash app. If you hit the link below, Stash will give you $5 free to start investing with their app. If you'd like to request any future videos or topics, please also enter that into the comments below. I'll be able to look at that and work out a video for a future date. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.